Okay, Caroline, come on, woo, woo, woo! You can do it. Caroline, you're beating your record.
Up at Palisade, that's called the $1 Million Breeze.
Oh.
It warms it in the mornings. It makes it a little bit warmer.
Okay, let's go. Boltie's here. Boltie's here. I need to check this. Where are we? What car did I drive? Mom, Matty, give us a wave.
Hey.
Good morning from Veterans Park in Palisade, Colorado. We are ready for breakfast and a 5K. Here we go. This is so cool. Thank you.
You're welcome. No autograph though.
Hang on.
Say hi.
Charge extra.
Oh no.
What's on one?
Being from Orchard Mesa, we never
I
get
love
any
it.
notoriety.
This is great.
That's true.
Oh.
That's kind of like the Fruta one.
Hey, don't badmouth Fruta.
Yeah, I live there, but I don't go to the Lions Club.
God.
Wow. That's so cool. I was like, I always making the pancakes. I got to run over. They're starting to bubble up. Let's see. How do you flip them?
Hey, that's different.
Yeah, they're not sticking good.
What'd you do? Just slow it down?
No. Put a little oil on it.
This is kind of like.
This is like so satisfying.
All he does is run the cake wheel, so he's kind of out of his realm here.
He's doing good. Oh, maybe not.
Exactly.
Hey, Walter,
Hey!
turn around. Eat your better side.
Oh no.
Lights here.
That had to be you.
Here you are complaining again.
I know. Why are you clear over there?
Yes, sir.
Have a good day.
Yes, Pete, you take care. Keep up the good work. Yeah.
This is so cool.
You got one of those things really good. A couple of them, let them cook really good. And then we'll get them right off the
Look at
grill
that.
so we can-
Look at that little tiny one right there.
I appreciate that.
That's little tiny one.
Oh yeah, that's a cute. It's a baby one. I've never seen this.
He's cooking them for you.
He is
We're
awesome.
even flipping them over. Oh no.
Good morning, how are you? Oh, just fine. Good deal.
Where'd those go?
Could have sold that one.
Boy, that one's definitely sold.
Awesome. I'm gonna go stand by you.
Yeah. I'm just waiting for the last few to be.
How much? Caitlin, you ready? Yeah. How much time does it take to set this supper up?
Probably about hour.
An hour. So you brought all this in at 5 o'clock this morning?
Yeah, they brought it all in 5 this morning, and people started showing up at 6 and set it up.
Wow. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
You betcha. You have
I'd love to thank the Lions Club in Palisade, Colorado. What an excellent breakfast. What an excellent setup for my race. Thanks, guys. Thanks for the entertainment. I see you.
Don't give up now. You're almost there for the glory. Keep going. You almost make it. There we go. You can do it. You can do it. There's Tie-Dye. Hi, Tie-Dye. You're almost there, sweetheart. You can make it.
The last 5 paces, I was going to sprint the hell out of that.
That's right. She did it, too. Right on location in Palisade, Colorado.
And then we're going to walk through here and get some water.
Get a little slag. Matty slag.
There's some peaches over there. We got to get some peaches. Get a little bit of the crowd. I'm going to go over here and get water and peaches. We're hanging out here at the finish line, even though it says start. Tune in to see my results on my YouTube channel. We get crowd shot. I'm glad it didn't take no hour. Oops, I just told somebody. They can get free gas, right? Yeah.
I mean, we like
Yeah, who's that?
We're actually from Denver,
Okay.
and this is the only electric car here. So we're like, yeah, we're doing all the things today.
Oh, did you do the pilot?
Yeah.
Nice, you got a medal and
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, there's room, yeah. And yeah, we're at the car show in Palisade.
Yeah, it hurts sometimes. But yeah, I did it. That's amazing. Thank you. Really good job. I appreciate that. Yeah.
She does all the mechanic work and maintenance and everything on this thing.
Wow. Y'all drive yet? No. You know what car you're gonna get when you drive?
Okay.
See his arm sticking out the window? Does it do that? Oh, there it is.
I'm actually pretty impressed. The price of gas in their future is
Yeah, so
maybe more after.
oh, absolutely. I do a lot of car shows and stuff, so I try to post all those, and I'll try to find like unique situations.
Palisade is nice.
So
It's
amazing.
pretty cool.
Yeah, well, absolutely. Are you from here?
We're actually from Craig.
Oh, okay.
Come up and pick up your prizes. And I also got an electric car over here. She's been over here bugging me getting this electric car announced. So I'm going to let her tell you about it. Here she is.
Hey, all you Chevrolet fans out there, you need to enjoy the past and then come up to the future with electric car. Come to see you. It's got the doggy on top of it, and it's a blue Bolt, B-O-L-T. Thank you.
All right.
Now we're done with the car show. All done with that. Now we're gonna check out this McLeans Farm ice cream and all the fun whatever else they have. We drove by this place like 4 times already and it was like closed. So let's check it out. I'm gonna review this car show. I guess a lot of people just aren't aware of saving the planet and climate change. So as I walk by a car that's hot and gas guzzling, I'm glad we came now. Us are gonna get the same, right? Peach ice cream in a cup. What size? Yeah, medium's fine.
That's correct.
You've been here forever?
Yeah. I celebrated my 86th birthday.
So these 3 days, what makes a difference?
Oh, it's wild and free. It's a wild weekend for us. Organized chaos? Yeah. Yeah, there we go. That's what all right, there we go.
A few minutes later.
So here we are back in Palisade after a nap. We're gonna go and check out the Peach Festival. Finally! I've been waiting so long for this. We couldn't even find them. Oh, these are so cute.
She's the boss, but I'm Susan. Wonderful.
Why do you have the sunflowers?
Oh, we just put them there. I don't know. Just look nice.
They do look nice. Look at all the bees.
Galas, and then we cut them off with the chainsaw right here, and grafted pink ladies on here.
Grafting is used for two principal reasons. Most fruit trees don't come true to seed. Seeds from a Macintosh apple won't grow into a Macintosh trees. The cuttings don't root easily. The technique of grafting is used to join a piece of vegetative wood from a tree wish to propagate to a rootstock.
So this is the apples. This is the apples. These are pink lady apples right here. These right here.
And so you do that periodically with apple trees so they don't
Well,
die,
if you
or
want to,
what?
well, no, just the galas were cracking on the top. They had that little. You see them in the grocery store, but they rot, and we culled all those. But if you go to the grocery store, they don't cull them, but we culled them. So half of them had that little. The Royal Gold.
It didn't look good.
It didn't look good, so we didn't sell those. So anyway, and apples are not that profitable and then you throw away half of them. For sure, they're not that profitable. So anyway, so these are the base part from down there up to here. 28 years old, and I don't remember how many years the rest of these grown, but
Do you have to hire some people to help you?
Yeah, I got 2 full-time people.
2 full-time.
Now, how do you keep the fire blade off the trees?
Oh, we spray. We spray. No, we don't really have fire blight, but we have mildew and calling moths and all that kind of stuff.
Is that what that sign was when we drove in, the calling moth? There's
No.
a sign that says, please help us, and there's an insect on it, but I didn't get
That's phylloxera. That's a fungus that gets on the roots.
Oh.
And you can spread it. They don't really spread. It doesn't spread without somebody carrying it for you. You know, they
like the squirrels or something.
The squirrels, or you're on your shoe. Like about the workers can work where there's phylloxera, and then they carry it down here on their shoes and on the tractor tires, stuff like.
Oh my!
So do you bleach them? Do you bleach them before you go from one place to the other? You bleach the tires and the shoes? And
No, what I try to do is set them in the sun, and then leave them somewhere for a day or two, or I mow, like I'm mowing where there's phylloxera, then I go mowing the peaches, and it doesn't affect peaches. It's a fungus just on the grapes. So I try to drive the tractor somewhere in the apples, but I don't drive the tractor from up there.
Well, some of
There's
them
a
don't
phylloxera down here on my own.
So now, when did you start the grapes?
These out here are 30 years old, or
in the grapes.
And then the ones up the road up there are 5 years old, and then I mean it all varies, but 30 years started out 30 years ago, 28 years ago, and then I bought that other property and I planted it like 5 years ago, and this used to be apples here.
Now it's peaches.
Now it's peaches. So these peaches, I don't know how old these peaches are, 7 or 8 years old, but I don't know. I have.
Look at they're right there.
Look how gorgeous! Look how wonderful!
Well, come up in here.
So is this like a spiritual thing for you? When you walk through, do you feel the Creator?
No, but I enjoy it.
Yeah. Okay, so down in Denver, we're having a hell of a time with Chinese beetle or Japanese beetle.
Yeah.
It's eating the grape leaves.
We don't want them over here.
No, man, God, it's terrible. So are these the?
They get brighter red, and there's no green on them. We want them to turn the places. We want them to be red, mostly red, but there'll be some yellow, but we don't want any green on them. So
yeah.
Now, is that considered a clean peach or a Freestone?
These are Freestone.
Freestone, okay. Now these are yellow. See how these are yellow?
Yeah, they're cute.
But see how he props them up now?
These are all.
With
I'm trying
two
to find
greens?
some right, but these are all too green.
Yeah.
These
Okay,
are all
let's
too
see
green.
what green looks like.
I mean, they're not green, but they're not. They're
So
hard.
they won't ripen up when you pick them off.
This is what I'm
Yes,
doing.
they will ripen up, but they're better.
It's
if
on
you
the
don't.
tree.
The tree, the longer you leave them on the tree, better they are. Yeah. So ours.
See, these are yellow.
Do you consider yourself a hardcore farmer, or?
These right in here.
Yeah.
Well, you can always learn. I mean,
right. Yeah.
Okay, good for you.
See right in here.
Yeah.
I went to a pest class over. See, there's a CSU research center a mile away.
Good.
Right.
I went to a class yesterday, so you
can always learn.
Always learn.
We love Colorado
Now, don't
State.
you? Now, with my plum tree, I have to thin them out. Or I don't
We
get-
thin them. We throw 80% of them away.
Okay. And what do you do with the seeds?
We just throw them on the ground here.
You throw the seeds on the ground?
But most of them, we thin them when they're real small.
Yeah.
But see how much redder that is right in there?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh.
See that?
Oh, yeah. Okay, you're talking looking.
That's
at.
closer.
Now you don't trim them or.
Oh, we thin them a lot.
Oh.
To get big peaches, you got to thin them. We prune them.
Okay.
Prune them every year. We thin them every year. We want a peach about 6 to 8 inches apart. That's as close as we want them.
Oh.
And then everybody makes a mistake. I mean,
look, you didn't thin those.
See, that should have been thin better.
And they went, whoops.
But everybody makes mistakes. They're thinning every day, all day long. Everybody makes mistakes. See, now look at this one. See how this?
Oh yeah.
It's still yellow.
It needs to get a little bit riper. But that one this one right here is a little bit better.
Oh yeah, yeah.
See how it's deeper red. See that?
So he's making a robot, that can come and thin your trees and pick your peaches. You know that, right?
That'd be wonderful.
You just plug them in at night and they go out during the day.
Look, watch. Look, watch.
But I tell you, there's very few in here that's ripe enough.
So this is the irrigation system,
Yep. Yes.
and it sprays.
It's that down here goes around and around. This goes around and around,
Okay, so it goes.
and it goes all the way halfway out here. It goes 8 foot.
And you do the grass to keep the weeds down, so you can mow.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is your cover crop.
Yep.
Oh, I smell them. Hello.
Oh,
Does this help with the nitrogen to the trees, or is it the specific
Well,
kind
it
of
puts
grass?
mulch. I mean, the cuttings are good.
Right. So you just mulch it. You don't bag it.
We don't bag it.
now what about in the winter? What do you do when it gets cold?
How do you keep them
Do
from
you
freezing?
throw something on them?
Well, no. We're sort of at the mercy of the weather, but we turn these sprinklers on, and that puts out water, and that water is above 32 degrees, and 29 degrees is the magic number. Okay, we want to
And then
keep.
it freezes.
Well, and that water comes out here and freezes, and that chemical reaction of water freezing generates a little bit of heat. That warms it up a little bit, and then we have a wind machine, and sometimes it's 5 degrees warmer up 30 feet in the air.
Yes, it is. Yes, that's true.
And
Because cold air sinks. Yeah.
cold air condenses and sinks.
Right.
What that wind machine does is it turns around and around. It doesn't have any heat that it's putting out.
No.
It just blows out.
It breaks the thermocline.
And puts
Yeah.
cool,
Warm
warmer
air down.
So I've watched the thermostat, and sometimes it'll raise it 3 or 4 degrees.
Yeah.
And
And
this
you keep track of all that.
and this water right here might raise it a degree, and that little difference might be that. I mean, 3 or 4 degrees is everything, you know.
It is. Yeah.
And you're in that winter, you want to save the tree. It's about saving the tree.
Well, we don't worry about it till we get the blossoms.
Then you start sweating.
And always there's a
Because the tree can freeze during the winter
yeah,
time.
the freeze.
Oh.
Yeah, we can get cold. That's
But
not a
when
problem.
the blossoms bloom too early.
And when they're and there's also when they're in full bloom, that's when that cold air can come right in there.
Kill the.
If
the
the blossom is closed, that sort of protects the inside, okay?
Oh.
But when it opens up and it gets to 29 degrees, it's gonna
Kiss the peaches goodbye.
That's
but
right.
then you have apples.
Yeah, but we want peaches too.
Now, do you do apricots, or you said you did?
I have 2 trees down here just
You're
for
just
us.
trying for just personal use.
Personal use, yeah.
And then what about? You do the grapes. Why did you do grapes?
Because they have a winery.
Well,
I don't know
why do you do anything? I don't.
Yeah.
You enjoy it.
Well,
so.
I wondered if instead you just did all peaches, or grapes are easier to deal with, or.
Well, it diversifies. I have pears. I have an acre of pears. I have 2 acres of apples, and I have an acre and a half of plums. I have 20 acres of.
And 2 workers.
And then but I have more though at time. I only have 2 full-time workers. Okay. And then I get other people.
And they like to work for you.
Well,
they like to work for the wife.
Yeah, they'd rather work for the wife than me. We water them about every 3 weeks.
Oh, not every day.
For how long?
About anywhere from 12 hours to 24 hours.
Oh my lands.
Yeah.
Like a rainfall.
Well, these sprinklers run. Yep.
And then
And
that
if
makes
it rains, though, you don't water.
It doesn't rain here very much.
Oh, it doesn't? Okay.
If it was to rain an inch, that'd be just wonderful. But it doesn't rain here very much.
So now in your trimming, I just got a baby tree. In the trunk, I took pictures of it. It's about that big. And so I'm wondering, when do I start pruning my tree and trimming it?
There's nothing to prune.
Well, you can start trimming on it like in year 2 or so.
Oh, okay. So this is its first year.
See, you want to have. These are 5 foot apart, and they're in a Y.
I see that. Okay.
And They used to be 10 foot apart years ago. They used to grow them 10 foot apart, and everybody puts them 5 nowadays. But it used to be a Y in both directions, a Y going this way and a Y going this way. Okay,
That's what you're looking for. Right.
Well, no, we want a Y going because these are 5 foot apart.
Oh, so
we just want a Y going in this direction, one limb going that way and one limb coming this way.
Because they're 12 feet apart this way.
They're 14 feet apart.
14
okay,
feet.
and so you're thinking of when it grows up, the branches on the top then.
Then we want things to spread out this way, and we got them close enough. I wasn't involved in somebody figured out that 5 foot apart and a Y, you got more root structure, you get more fruit than having them 10 foot apart and having a 2 Y.
It's kind of like they can talk to each other that way.
Oh,
It's
now
back to
you're
that
getting
spiritual thing.
Crazy on
But
it.
see, I noticed you don't prune a lot. You're not real fussy about all the pruning.
Well, a lot of this came back though. I mean, we had them pruned really deep.
See, like here, look at this. See, you have
So is this a good year or is this a bad year?
This is a pretty good year.
Okay.
Pretty good year. We don't want them any thicker than this. This is when they're really thick, they don't get as big. What I mean,
Oh,
Right.
yeah.
they used to be like grapes on the trees. When I mean, in the
cool.
springtime, they're like grapes. They're just solid up. They wouldn't get this big. Okay, so us Americans want things big and nice. So we thin them all. Okay.
Well, what would be better though? Would it be better to be smaller and sweeter than big and not big and?
Well, they're juicy and sweet.
Either way.
Either way.
Yeah. Okay.
But see, these right here maybe are these right here are too thick. See, they're not, these 4 right here.
Can also break a tree.
Break a limb. Yeah, and we break limbs off also.
And you talk why?
So now does the wind affect that at all with the breaking and the? I mean, if you get a storm come through, it does
not so much as it just the. See, we prop them up right here.
Yeah, I saw that.
So that we're propping this limb up.
Help it get stronger? Or?
No, it would break off. It's sticking way out here.
So you're going to prune that back after you harvest, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean.
Oh, you will?
This limb right here is. This thing here is not doing much good. But anyway, we got limbs out here holding these limbs. There's too much. There's so many peaches on this.
That the weight of the fruit could break the limb.
Could break the limb, and it does break the limb. Okay.
Yeah,
we're looking.
You
at
can tell
red.
they're green.
He wants a
You
red
can just tell
peach.
that's a yellow one for
Yeah, it's
sure.
still yellow.
So are you happy you invested your 30 years here?
This is so cool.
Well, I didn't invest my 30 years here.
Oh.
My mother-in-law helped us start this.
Okay.
She did everything. She invited us to be included in this, and we went into it financially with her.
Oh, okay.
And we worked in industry for 10 years. So she sold the grapes, and she didn't like peaches, so we didn't have peaches, but we had apples and grapes. So she passed away, and then we planted peaches. But then when she passed away, we owned half of it, so we left our jobs and came down here to.
Well, so now, what is this soil makes it really great here? What's with the Palisade
Well,
soil?
the main thing is the soil's good, but we have a warmer. The air that comes out of down the valley here, up at Palisade, that's called the $1 Million breeze.
Oh.
It warms it in the mornings. It makes it a little bit warmer. And you know that 4 degrees I was talking about, running the wind machine, running the water, that warm breeze makes a little bit of difference. And all that put together makes it where we can grow peaches here.
Wow. And then how do you do your pollination? Do you
do you have beehives?
We have beehives.
Oh, good. Now you does that.
So you have your own bees?
Yeah, we have, but we also bring bees. We have our own bees.
Yeah.
So these right here are apricot trees.
Oh,
they're just right
we
here.
did too, just for personal use.
This is our personal use right here. But these are smudge pots. And you put diesel fuel in. These are like I don't know how. I mean, these are old. These are 100 years old or something.
They still work, right?
So you put diesel fuel in there, and then you just light that, and there's a little fire, and it warms those 2 trees up right there.
Are apricots fussy?
They bloom earlier.
Oh.
They need the warmth.
And then it's a little bit colder, and that little bit colder makes them almost always the frost to get them.
Yeah.
But not my 2 with my little smudge pots.
You
How
know,
long does that last?
It'll last all night.
Oh, just
okay,
that
just
much diesel
until
fuel?
the sun rises?
Yep, yep.
All
Now,
night.
this poor little tree.
Well, I don't start till midnight.
Oh,
Usually doesn't get cold till in the mornings.
right.
So
Right,
I
exactly.
come out here at midnight and light them.
See, when you're a farmer.
He reminds me of your brother.
Now, let me ask him a question. Phil,
Yes.
now this here, see how this is dying? Are you going to wait till the sucker comes out this way?
No,
This
that's
back?
just, I tell you, we had an October freeze back in 2020,
Yeah, it killed our trees too.
and part of that was it damaged the flow pattern of the water
Yeah.
up into the plant.
Yeah.
Oh,
So when those limbs, we're still having them to die because when we have a lot of fruit on there, it needs more moisture, and there's not enough moisture that can transport up and down the limb. And that we've been, because of the October freeze in 2020, we still have limbs dying.
Yeah, that's vascular damage of the tree.
Yes, right.
Yeah.
and so you're not going to trim it off?
We'll when we get around to it, we will.
Do you think that ever can heal itself? Do you think if you just leave it?
No,
it'll never. It's gone.
We
It's
have
gone.
the babies done that. It's all one way and not the other. So our babies.
Well, I mean, I want to thank you for doing that.
Oh, you know what? You could have sat in there and partied it up.
Yeah.
Here, buddies, all we need is some.
Let's go look at the grapes.
Okay.
Okay, let's look at grapes.
Well, I got to get back.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you need yours a host to the party.
So now this is a pump for your water right here.
No, that's the wind machine.
Oh, that is.
Remember that
So
before
there's a lot of
degrees?
those out around. There's a ton of these. I thought that they were some sort of a windmill to pump the water, but
That's that frost damage. I was talking.
Okay. So that has a propane motor in it, or propane engine
That's got a regular Chevrolet 454 engine in it,
that's hooked up for propane.
hooked up for propane. And what I was saying, sometimes it's 5 degrees warmer up there than
Right.
it is down here.
So then why isn't it like a ceiling fan where it blows?
Well, it
blowing
blowing out, and it pulls air from
So
up
it
high.
just does this?
It rotates. Yep.
Okay. So that thing turns up there.
It rotates and,
Okay.
then goes around and around also.
And then it breaks the thermocline in the air and lets the
See, now these peaches are
Well,
getting
they're
ready,
hot.
though. I can
Yep.
tell.
Yep.
They're getting, like you say, that red color. And see these? So how did they stagger so well? This one's like really ready, and now it's not.
Well, it's on the end of the row where the sun hits it.
Oh, got it.
Yeah, it's all about
And look
photovoltaic.
at the nice table for doing it.
So these are Chardonnay right here.
Oh,
Now, how do you hire people to come in and help you when it's time to harvest? You cut them up and throw them in.
Yep.
And then where do you put the wine?
he says
How do
these
you
are
do the wine?
Chardonnay.
Chardonnay.
I got
grapes.
that
Oh,
building over there. I make it all in that building.
All in the, and do you add yeast? to
I
that?
add yeast.
Yeah.
So how do you keep the wild yeast out?
This yeast you buy will overcome the other.
Will kill the wild yeast that comes off the grape.
Right.
Okay. Now, do you do any honey wine? Do you do any mead? Because
No.
you have your own bees, you don't do that.
No,
Okay.
I don't have enough.
And now, where do the bees sit?
There, I got another property just right up the road up here.
Oh, so they're not in the
So
orchard
do you place the
itself?
hives
No.
along here, or you just leave them up there? and
I
let
just leave
fly?
them up there.
Yeah.
And how far
And then
away?
my neighbor next door, he brings in grapes too, and he brings in bees. I mean, so
Yeah.
'Cause you have, that would be a lot of work for how many hives do you have?
I just have two.
Oh, well, that's a lot of work for two people.
Yeah, no, two hives wouldn't
No,
do this.
they couldn't
This-
handle
No, but my neighbor brings in bees. So
He brings it a
somebody
truckload?
somebody brings them in. He pays somebody. And
Yeah, that's $165 a week per hive. You know that?
That's what they pay.
And if it's during the almond season, it's
Like in
really a
California?
competition because they all move out to California.
And then
these
theirs is
are Fuji's right here.
Yeah, we have that tree. We have one of those,
one Fuji.
and we have one bought a pear tree that's got 4 different grafts on it.
So you could do that. There's not a. So we put 4 grafts on there, but you could put one of each kind of.
Yeah, the one, we lost one.
But see, we didn't get any fruit on it. It's too young. The pear tree's too young. Is that what
So
happens?
you don't have pears?
No, but I got another farm up. I got a farm up here like 200 feet away, 300 feet away.
For pears, no,
I got-
they don't come in until later in the season.
But they're about ripe also.
Oh, really?
How old do they have to be before they get a pear?
Well, they were when I bought that farm up there 5 years ago. They were up there on it, so I don't. But those trees up there are loaded with pears.
Oh boy. Oh
So
boy.
are they bartlets or?
They're bartlets.
Yeah, that grows there too. Well, thank you. I mean, so what kind of industry did you work in?
I'm in the mining industry.
Mining?
Well, just all kinds. I do ventilation of air.
Right. So the new electric vehicles that are going down in, that are not burning diesel anymore, those are going to mitigate the ventilation problems. You don't have to have all that diesel running over.
Yeah, that helps.
And they charge going in.
Some of we had electric stuff before.
Yeah, but you didn't have the lithium ions that we have now.
No, we didn't. But you got to buy the lit. You got to buy the lit.
Yeah, and the lithium, that's
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
One more question.
Okay, wow, that was really cool, huh? What did you think of that tour?
That is wonderful tour. Personal tour. You can't beat it.
Can't beat it. Taking photos and we're sitting at dinner, and I just wanted to give a little update.
Perfect.
Met some people
Yeah, I can see the
from Colorado
line like that.
Springs.
They're not 8 inches. You just forget about that, and you want them all 4 inches, and then if there's one 8 inches, that just you can't catch up with making some wide and some narrow. You want them all at least 4 inches apart.
We have a great it's very old. I just let it go wild. I just let it go wild.
It's about this thick.
I don't water it. It just survives on the ground.
You were saying it was perfect for the jam.
But then what I do is harvest. What the squirrels don't eat, which you don't do squirrels, then the rest we turn to
What can I say? Another great sunset and a great dinner. I'm wrapping up here at Peach Fork Orchards. Great food. There he is.
Got a question for me?
questions? Yeah, we were just saying we really enjoyed this.
We
This was
appreciate, yeah, that was
So
great.
I do have a question. You doing this next year?
Next year?
What?
You doing this next year?
If they'll have me, I don't know. There's a lot of orchards around here.
Oh, you mean it's the Commerce, the Chamber?
Chamber of Commerce.
Oh, they
Yeah.
pick. Okay.
I've done it 6 years in a row, so they.
Oh.
Okay.
So you've been hogging it up.
That's good. And you can see the car as we walk right out to it. Dave's gonna get in. Walking out into the orchard was something special and never forgotten. If we don't make those connections, what will our children's future look like? Talking to the growers and knowing where our food comes from is one of the most important things. Besides, I pass gas! What are you guys looking at? What are you looking at?
I'm looking at the gorgeous mountains over there.
Over where?
Over there.
Over there?
Let's see,
Over there?
That's the north. This is the north.
They're right
That's
over
the
there.
east.
They're over there?
That's the east, and that's north.
That's
and
east.
south.
That's east. The sun came up through that one. Oh, there's.
Don't take me on a hike, mister.
Tell me about your car.
No, I don't like
I don't like you neither.
Oh, sweet.
Let's see. Oh, there it is. Right on. Yay. That's the best way to do it. 65 subscribers. Woohoo. That's perfect. He subscribed right away.
Okay, here we are. We're getting hydrated with our scratch mix. We take the mix, pour it to the bottle, partial, so simple serving is perfect. Mix it. Here's cold water. Mix it up, shake it up, well high. Enjoy. Make sure you don't
Radio. That's the radio. What kind of radio is it, Matty? Oh, it has both FM and AM radio. Radio is behind me. This is, I can't get over how quality. I can see why this is an all-day thing. Oh, it touched a little bit.
Get to do the bouncy houses.
No, I know. We didn't even take a photo with the tiger. Oh, look, that looks like my chair. No, we came, we went, we got the sticker, and here's the license plate. Not that we're advertising for American Furniture. It's crooked. Why'd you make it all crooked?
You did that.
Yeah. Ready? Are you ready? There's a bus coming. Thank you.
Yeah, I was just handed this stick and told to wave it around.
I love that. I love it.
She's the boss, but I'm.
Oh, well, you know.
He's like, they're going like this. They're doing that number.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bill. And then I didn't get your name.
This is so cool.
Have you heard of
Too green. We got like wine glasses, and we got Mom walking through the shot. Nice B-shirt. This good outtakes. Great wine, great everything. And no, I haven't had enough to make me crazy. Let's just go back into the dinner. I told her, well, I have a 16-year-old. She goes, you don't look like you have a 16-year-old. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Like this. Look at this. Oh, look how rare they are. Look how beautiful it is. Isn't it gorgeous? And that's not ready. How is that not ready? No. Oh, don't squeeze it. Stop squeezing it. Well, yeah, it's like the concept of the airship. Make your own stuff. Insert. What did you get, a video or a photo?
I got the video and a photo.
Oh, okay.
I think.
We'll find out. We'll verify.
Okay, Caroline, come on, woo! Woo! You can do it. Caroline, you're beating your record, man. Yee-haw! She can do it. Come on,
that moment, I didn't realize I can do anything if you put your mind to it.
I don't want that on tape.
I won't tell anybody.
We don't want to